Okay. Hopefully this works. I'm going to try to do a video of me painting. So here goes. I'm using oil paints. When I paint, I usually only use one brush. I don't clean the brush. I guess it's called the lazy technique. Here goes. I never know what I'm going to paint either. So I just kind of throw some paint on and let it do whatever it feels like doing. Just swirl away. And I'm going to do some just light brushing of the red over here so that when I add white, it'll be a nice pink, which I will do now. We'll throw some blue in here. I'm sure there's a technique that I should be using, but I'm self-taught, so I do whatever I feel like doing. Which is the beauty of art. Just do whatever you feel like. And this is what I feel like. Some nice light blue happening. Get some purple. Yeah, I got some of the red in there, so now it's a nice pretty color of purple down there, which I actually really like. And we'll do some red down here. I kind of like the way that looks white in that corner, so I think I might leave it white. Add some white in here, because pink and blue are complementary colors. And I'm sorry if you hear a chewing sound. My dog has food allergies that we are addressing. But in the meantime, he's eating himself raw. Blitz! Cut it out. Okay. I love this deep blue color. And in this video, I just want to say thank you to the person that sent me the oil paint when I ran out. I am a single mom with MS. My income is less than desirable, so I couldn't afford to get myself some more paint. So a little angel sent me some oil paint, and now I can paint again. And if you've never tried painting, especially abstracts, are so easy. It's definitely worth it to just go get you some supplies and do it, just for fun. I mean, there's really no way that you can fail. It's all in the eye of the beholder. You could make some really nice stuff just with hardly any effort. And like I do, you don't even have to plan it. Just smear the paint around, and it feels good even just to do that. For me, it's also therapy for my MS because I lose control of the right side of my body at times. Obviously, you can tell I'm right-handed. So, using my right side, especially during a relapse, really helps me. And it helps me mentally, too. When I'm feeling stressed out or overwhelmed, I whip out my paint supplies and paint it away. And it really does work. It's a blessing. I started painting when I had my first episode with MS. The doctors thought that it was strokes, classic symptoms of a stroke. I didn't know my name, didn't know what year it was, who I was, didn't know who my children were. I could tell that they were important. I recognized their faces as being important to me, but I did not know who they were. And when I finally got better, I suddenly had an overwhelming urge to paint, and that was in 2007. So I went to the store, I bought the supplies to paint, and that brought me to where I am now. And I can tell you that painting is one of the best things that ever happened to me, aside from my kids, of course. And I hope you can see this. I've never made a painting video before. So if this is a failure and I'm talking to myself, that's okay. I do it all the time without recording myself. I'm recording, Nani, but what did you say?
Did you mess up?
I don't care if I messed up. That's my 9-year-old who is talking to me. One of my sweet children. Sweet when they want to be, I guess. My oldest daughter, she has a form of autism called Asperger's syndrome. She absolutely loves art. She's not so much of a painter, but she makes some amazing drawings. She's very weird about showing people her drawings, though. She thinks that they're too strange and people won't like them. But I love them, not just because she's my daughter, but because they're strange. She has an amazing imagination. And one day I'll be able to talk her into showing her art to people. But right now she just gives me a look like, Mom, leave me the hell alone, when I try to get her to. So I've given up that battle for a while, but I will come back to it. You guys probably can't see my face, just my double chin, so enjoy that. I'm such a nerd. And now I could stop here if I wanted to, but I won't. Usually when I do a fairly easy piece like this, I'll spice it up with some lines, texture type lines, and I will show you those in a minute. I actually just decided that I want to put some yellow in here, so I have to dig out my yellow paint and attempt not to get it on the floor because I rent and I don't think my landlord will like it if I paint the floor. Maybe I can hide it. So instead of white over here, which is what my original plan was, I think I'm going to put some yellow. It's going to turn orange because, like I said, I don't clean my brush, but that's okay with me. I don't mind a little orange. I think it'll actually look nice. Most of my lines blend together, but sometimes I do want a solid, not solid, I'm sorry, obvious definition between the colors, which is what I'm doing now. I'm trying anyway to make it defined up there between the pink and the yellow. Orange, yellow, orange, orange, whatever. But down here I may blend a little. We'll just have to see how it looks. I think I'm going to keep going over here and see what happens. I kind of like that. The beauty of art, you can just do whatever you want and usually it turns out okay. So now that there's some green, or blue rather, making green, I can come through here and make some cool lines. And I'm just going to follow through. And I do like that. Now we'll go over here and see what it'll look like if I put a line through there. Some nice green. Okay. Now, let's see. Now, I think I need an accent of some more yellow over here. It's going to be orange again because the pink I already laid down, but that's perfectly alright. A little more yellow. And sometimes it barely shows up, but that's okay. Sometimes just the little touch of color can go a long way. Like that. And I do like that. I'm also going to throw a little yellow in over here. And I twist the brush as I go, which will actually make it show up a little better. And I'm going to put some more white in over here, I think. If I could get my hair off of it first, it would probably help. Now, my yellow tends, or my white rather, tends to clump, like right there. Alright. So I'll just go back the other direction, try to grab that clump off. Which wasn't very successful, but hey, that's alright. There we go. And grab that clump. Now I'm going to try to come in and go this way again still. I love loops. And now I'm just going to put some more nice fun little lines in there. Those are always fun. I think I'll go right through a lot of this. See? And I like it. You guys may not, but again, that's the beauty of art. It's all in the eye of the beholder. Some people may love this. Some people may hate it. I personally like it. And now, pretty much done with the painting part. But what I am going to do is go through with the end of my brush and just do some lines for texture, give it some life. There we go. My first love was line drawings. So I do have a bit of an addiction to lines. And I like how they look in my paintings now. It's especially when it goes through a dark color and shows up light. I always like the way that that effect looks. Sometimes you can't see the lines, but still put them in because from different angles you'll still be able to see it. Let's see, we'll do a kind of squiggly to follow this. You can probably hear my son talking to his clanner or whatever on Xbox. And I'm almost done. I just need to do something in this area. So I think I will turn this. I do have a plastic bag on my easel to prevent the paint from getting all over my easel because I paint pretty frequently. And if I don't put something on there, my next painting will end up with the colors that are on the easel on the painting, and of course I don't really want that to happen, so I put a cheap little bag. I'm sure there's a more expensive way of doing it, but again, single mom, so I do things the cheap way. I'm sitting on a milk crate. I'm using an old easel, and any way I can do it cheaply, I will. So, actually, I think I'm just going to do some circles with my brush in here. Yeah, I like that. So I'll do a few more to give it a little more character. And we'll put one right here. And now, come through here and just put a few curved lines. You guys are probably getting sick of watching me or hearing me talk, but that's okay. Because I really don't care. I do. I do care. Kinda. Not really. A little bit. I amuse myself. So, almost done. Now I'm just going to put a line through the corner over there. A couple of them. And wipe my brush off. End of my brush off. Whatever. Now I'm going to do a circle connecting my circles. Circles connecting my circles. And I just forgot that I was recording and started talking to myself again. Sorry about that. Okay, so interesting little painting. I want another circle. Yes. There we go. I think I want to bring some more of that pink over, which it did. Now I'm going to put another circle over there. One more up here. Sometimes the circles are hard because it's stretched canvas, so the wood that it's stretched onto is a different, I don't know what to call it, it's just different to do your circles on, because when I do them down here, the canvas gives. When I do it along the edges, the canvas does not give, so it kind of messes you up, but with practice you'll get the idea and be able to do it better. And I think I decided I want to make these a circle inside of a circle. Give it some more character. And I think it might be just about done. Put another circle up here just because. And see, and I like the circles that you do when you lay down the lighter colors, and if it happens to get a darker color over it, it'll show the lighter color better, which that's not a great example of. But this is a different painting style than I usually do. I usually tend to blend a little more, and the colors show up. When I do the scraping, the colors show up better. But what can you do? So I think this one is. I'll put another circle inside there because it brought some of that yellow down, and I think that looks cool. And I do believe I am done. Except for I want a little bit more darkness in this one area. So I'm going to put some more blue on my brush. And if you can hear my cat right now, I'm losing my mind because she's in heat. The place that does the fixing will not call me back. And all she does is meow all night long. And I just really love her, but I want to rip her throat out. I never would. She's a rescue animal, so obviously I care about animals, but ooh, I just want to hurt her sometimes. And of course she shuts up as soon as I say that. Let's put a blue line over here too. Yeah, there she is meowing again. So, yeah, I'm gonna, and sometimes you'll see me do like that, because I'm picturing in my head what it would look like if I did it. Occasionally I'm wrong, and I get mad at myself for putting a line in somewhere that it doesn't look right. But abstract paintings are pretty forgiving. It doesn't really matter if you mess up, because there's always a way to fix it. Or even if you don't fix it, there's always somebody out there that's going to love it. No matter how bad it is or how bad you mess up. So, there's my painting. And usually with oil paintings, I kind of pick a direction that I think it should hang, which I have no idea. So I will just pick this one and then sign my name in the oil paint with the end of the brush so that it doesn't take away from the painting itself. Go away, kitty. So there is the finished painting. It's not one of my best, but I do like it. I like the color. I'm a color addict. So that's what it looks like. It's 12 by 12 inches on stretched canvas. And thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.